Broadcasting from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills.
You have arrived. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robin.
We are available on iTunes. You can check us out on the web at infinitedancecast.com. Each and every single one of our episodes are free and available to download for your listening pleasure.
You cannot complain about free.
No, you
I don't think
can't.
you can. Maybe there would be somebody that could find a way.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. You give them your heart, they'll take your soul.
You give them 78 episodes, they'll take them all.
They will.
You would think.
You would think. You would think. I gotta tell you, though, there are some guests that come on, and they're very good about tweeting, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
And et cetera is everything else.
Right.
Like Instagram and word of mouth. And
Got
street
it.
teams.
Yes,
I'm pretty
yes.
sure DJ Guthrie from 77 had a street team.
Oh, but he does.
He actually Instagrammed a photo of our website and his slider on there.
He's good.
He's
so
really good.
You know, God bless you, Guthrie. God bless you,
God
Guthrie.
bless DJ Guthrie.
I mean, that's really cool. So we appreciate it so much. And what a great interview.
He was awesome.
So if you missed that last, interview, you must go back and listen.
I miss him.
You do, huh?
He ended up moving home.
He did.
I guess but he's still dancing, still working as a professional.
Well, the thing is, being where he's at, he's going to be... traveling from there is so much easier than going from LA all the time.
Well, yeah, because you're at the hub for American.
Yeah.
Now, we have another friend moving back to Dallas.
We do.
Are we allowed to say?
I don't know if we
okay,
are,
well,
right?
maybe we shouldn't.
Maybe we should. I don't want to blow their cover.
Breaking news on Infinite Dance Cast. So everybody's moving home to Dallas. Apparently there's I don't know.
Big thing going on there.
Whatever.
Big things happening in the Big D.
Who cares?
That's what I say.
That people wonder why we have so many friends that live everywhere. It's because we travel and also everybody moves away.
Well, if they come from another place and they don't accept this as their home, I sort of get that. I mean, see, I'm from here, but you think that you feel at home here.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, sort of, I guess, as much as I can. I mean, my own mother said, Nick, if you moved home, what would you do here?
See, you have parents that get it.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of literally a man without a city right now, so I don't know. Maybe I should move back to Oklahoma and get back into the fraternity.
Back to Oklahoma. couldn't you teach at the university?
I totally could.
I mean,
Joe Rowan would love to have me there.
Oh, Professor Mr. Nick Drago.
Oh, my gosh.
That'd be amazing.
I can't believe it. So I was in Vegas.
Wait, let's tell everybody who we have on the show today.
Kyle Robinson is on the show today from Shaping.
Oh, my goodness. We almost had to bleep that out.
We sure did. Get a little excitement here at Infinite Dance Cast.
You got excited because Kyle's here.
Kyle Robinson from Shaping Sounds.
So cool. Can't wait to talk to him about it.
That's the show that was on, it's called All the Right Moves.
Right.
On Oxygen.
Correct.
And they did
the group that had a show.
Absolutely, yeah. Teddy and Travis and Nick and Kyle. So we're excited to have him on, talk about the show, talk about the upcoming tour that they have going on. And it's going to be fantastic.
It is. And he's got some great things that I'd like to talk with him about on his resume.
Yeah, you say that about everybody.
No, I don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, goodness.
I talked to Michael Riccio yesterday.
Oh, did you?
And I was like, did you hear DJ's show? And he was like, no. And I'm like, why did you not listen to the show? Because you called in. And so I made him listen to when I hung up on him. And he was like, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to get you back. You can't get me back. You don't have a microphone, bro. I'm carrying the banner. I'm carrying the banner.
So he got to hear you hang up on him twice.
Absolutely.
And what did he say?
I was laughing literally the same way I was laughing on the show. And he was disgusted. But whatever.
I'm sure he was.
My only friend, and I'm like...
And you're hanging up on him.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Okay, so before we started the show, you said you had a question for me.
Yes.
Tell me.
There's a little, there's something going around about dance, and I want to know, do you think dance is an art or a sport?
Oh, I definitely think it's an art.
No, it's not a sport at all?
Well, I mean, anytime you got to wear a costume, I mean,
A costume.
if it's not a uniform you're wearing, I can't see. I mean, I think we're athletes. I don't think it's a sport, though.
No? What about when it's competition?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're still wearing glittery costumes.
But you're judging it against rules. I'm going to tell you this.
Okay.
Physical activity that is governed by a set of rules or customs and often engaged in competitively. That is the definition of a sport.
Okay, so I guess I can say it can be a sport,
yeah,
but it can also be an art.
Both.
Yeah, because you don't go to see a baseball player throw the ball on the stage and be like, wow, that's art.
True. No, and there's an
art to it.
There's a difference. True. There's a difference between dance that you see in a show, but then dance as a competition.
I agree with that.
What I'm saying.
I would agree with that. Then yes, I believe it. Sometimes it is a sport.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this: at all times, I do believe we are athletes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think there's no question.
Now, I do think that it can be competition, but until we get uniforms, I don't think that we can call it like a. I don't think we're going to have like a DFL, a dance football league. No.
No, why would that? That wouldn't even make sense.
No, it
you
wouldn't.
Silly goose.
You silly goose.
You silly goody goose.
I gotta tell you this. I went to Vegas with at Chris A. Moss and Corey Anderson, and we were dancing Elvises. So if you go to my Instagram at Nick Drago _
yes,
you will see the photos.
So what was this for?
For Fred Talixon.
Okay.
Fantastic choreographer. And he had us doing opening for Google, their big Google's industrial.
That's very cool.
So there were 20 Elvises. I was in a white jumpsuit, and it was fantastic.
Awesome. How long were you there?
4 days. I was done with rehearsal at 9:30 a.m. every morning, and you can only guess the shenanigans that happened thereafter.
I do remember a quick conversation with you, and I heard something in the background, and then you said, "Did you get kicked out of the pool?" And then I knew it was a pretty darn good job. And I believe that was only like 11 a.m. So, where did you guys stay?
Oh, only the best. Treasure Island.
Oh, gosh. Elvis.
We can talk more about that at the end of the show after Kyle. Okay.
Okay, we are doing musical movie reviews.
Yeah, baby.
And I don't know. I know you're going to give me grief for this one.
Why?
But I've been to Austria so many times, so I have to talk about The Sound of Music.
Oh my gosh, you're such a turncoat.
It's a great one. Well, it takes place in Salzburg, which is in Austria.
Okay.
And of course it has Julie Andrews, which I know I did the Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
But the Von Trapp family, she couldn't make it as a nun, so she becomes a nanny for this, stringent Von Trapp family,
She's a character actress.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
But think of all the songs you love from that show. Okay, name one. Oh, you got you didn't even know.
No.
Edelweiss. Do Re Mi.
I don't speak Spanish.
Oh, if you have not seen this movie, you have to go watch it. And it's simple choreography, but it's very effective.
And it's shot really well too. When they're running through the fields, the hills are in love with the sound of music.
See, you know that song.
I didn't want to admit it.
It's a good film.
So that's it. That's all you got for me.
Well, I got more.
Go see it, Nick. When did it come out? That's what I'm interested in knowing.
1959.
Whoa, dude! I was like 6.
Were you really?
I was 6 years old. And who directed this?
59.
Oh, and this is Rodgers and Hammerstein, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Those guys were legit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure they knew what they were doing.
They did.
All right, so Sound of Music.
Sound of Music. Yeah.
I'll be sure to not get that on Netflix because I don't have Netflix. All right. My movie musical pick is a movie that got me into dance class. The movie.
Okay. Okay.
Footloose.
I thought it was
Singing in the Rain.
White Nights.
Yeah. Right. Oh, really? No.
Okay. Never
It's Footloose. Footloose because I said to my mother when I was 4 years old, I want to be like Kevin Bacon. And she put me in a dance class.
Because you wanted to eat bacon, that's why.
Absolutely. Movie came out February 17th, 1984, directed by Herbert Ross, written by Dean Pitchford, who also wrote most of the lyrics. This starred Kevin Bacon, Laurie Singer, Chris Penn, Diane West, John Lithgow, Sarah Jessica Parker. Made $8.2 million.
Honey.
And the budget was $8.2 million, made $80 million in the box office.
Jeez.
Tom Cruise auditioned for Rin McCormick, but had a conflict with All the Right Moves, the movie. Rob Lowe auditioned for Rin McCormick, but he was injured and couldn't perform. Here are some of the people that auditioned for Ariel: Madonna, Daryl Hannah, Melanie Griffith, Michelle Pfeiffer, Jamie Lee Curtis, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Heather Locklear, Meg Ryan, Jodie Foster, Bridget Fonda, Tatum O'Neal, Brooke Shields, and Diane Lane.
Could you imagine how different it would have been with, Tom Cruise?
Oh my gosh.
And let's pick any of those.
Well, and Kevin Bacon took a chance because he was slated to play the lead role in Stephen King's Christine, but he decided to go do the screen test for Footloose. So think about how different the movie would have been.
I love that background, Nick. I love that information.
Absolutely. And
cool.
he also had 4 stunt doubles in the warehouse. A stunt double for him, a dance double, and 2 gymnastics double.
So he didn't dance all his scenes?
Not all of them.
Wow.
Baby. All right, this is Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We'll be back with Kyle Robinson right after this.
Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
This is Kevin. And this is Marcel, and you're hanging out with Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
He's got those moves like Britchnikov. Yes, the song would have been a little different if Maroon 5 was singing about this man instead of a Rolling Stone. Sitting in the shadow of his 5 o'clock face is his degree from Juilliard, which we believe may very well be a French cuisine cooking school, and a credit on the first national tour of West Side Story, which we know for a fact is a stage show depicting the life and times of Tupac Shakur. You've seen him on Parks and Recreation, Dancing with the Stars, and perhaps you've had him in your living room during season 1 of All the Right Moves on Oxygen. Now, ladies, take a deep breath of oxygen. This is an audio podcast, so you'll have to just imagine him not wearing a shirt. Please welcome the very talented Kyle Robinson.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a hell of a introduction.
Yeah, now you're kind of like the bad boy, like, you know.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, you're kind of bad boy 5 o'clock shadow of the All the Right Moves show whenever you guys were on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually surprised you knew that I was going to have my 5 o'clock shadow.
That's what.
He's a journalist.
I know.
He
Yeah,
does his research.
I've got somebody I was in your window, like, taking pictures, like, he's got his 5 o'clock
Takes
shadow.
the story very seriously.
Yeah, right.
I like
right.
that about
Of course,
you.
Well,
of course.
that's kind of your look, the 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And even though you got a nice square chin.
Yeah, I mean, ever since West Side Story, having to shave it day after day, I was like, I'm just going to let this bad boy grow out.
Dude,
you know?
man.
I love it.
Because it's kind of like, I care, but I don't really
But not
care.
enough.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
going to live against society.
That's what's
They
up.
want me to shave it, but I'm not going to.
Okay, so we're going to talk about Shaping Sound. We're going to talk about All the Right Moves, your experience on the show. But right now, you guys are in rehearsal for Shaping Sound, the tour.
That is correct. We have I think it's a 13-city tour, and we take off May 18th. We start at the El Portal Theater here in North Hollywood. And so, yeah, that's the 18th and 19th. I think we're going to add a third show. We only have 2 at this moment in time. I think we're adding a second one to Sunday just because we have so many friends and family that live out here that want to come and see us.
Right.
And then from there, we take off and we go everywhere and we finish and wrap it up June 17th in New York. So.
How exciting. And so if you want to get information, it's shapingsoundco.com, or you can follow him on Twitter at shapingsoundco.
What are some of the other cities that you guys are visiting?
Ooh, we're doing, we do Dallas, we do Houston, we do, Cincinnati.
Wow.
Atlanta, San Francisco, Salt Lake City.
Is it pretty much
Toronto?
one night in each city, 2 nights?
One night.
Depends.
Yeah,
Okay.
one night for the most part. We do
Wow.
one-offs just because this is our first tour going out there, so we really just wanted to hit as many cities as we could and put on the best dance show that we could. So we're just kind of blasting out one-night performances, and hopefully we'll gain a following with producers and promoters in each city, and have our company back in those cities. Hopefully is the idea.
Yeah. So how many dancers are there?
There are 14 dancers.
Wow, it got big.
7 girls, 7 guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we're really excited about
And
it.
how is the process going? Who makes up all the choreography? You all work together?
Yeah, it's a very collaborative process. I mean, Travis is definitely, he's got the name of choreographer.
Yeah, he's kind of leading.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's Travis Wall for everybody listening.
Right.
And so he does a lot. He comes up with a lot of concept and choreography ideas. But I mean, Nick, Teddy, and myself are always in there and offering suggestions on moves and just kind of
collaborating.
Yeah, collaborating. It's a very collaborative process. We bounce back and forth quite a bit, so it's been a blast. We had our first rehearsal yesterday, and we pretty much mapped out one whole piece already and pretty much have it choreographed. So it's
great.
What's the runtime of the show going to be?
It's going to be about like an hour and 10 minutes with about like a 20-minute intermission.
Straight dancing.
Yeah. And it's a full evening length piece. It's a full storyline, so it's not like you're going to be seeing like completely disjointed pieces. You'll be seeing like one whole concept up on stage. So.
Right. And I imagine you guys have a great time together.
Oh yeah,
because you're friends. So
absolutely.
And you're from Boston or the Boston area.
Yeah, I'm from the Boston area. Originally.
Did I do my research right? Duxbury,
Massachusetts.
Duxbury, Mass. Baby.
I started in Brockton, and that's actually where I started dancing at the Gold School, and had Rennie Gold as my teacher. And
you did.
Yeah.
Oh, they're such a great family.
Yeah.
Those guys.
And so actually, through that competition scene and everything, that's where I met Teddy Forrence, and that's how I got involved with the reality show, All the Right Moves.
That's a real hotbed of dance talent there. You got Teddy, you got Nick Baga and Kenny Wormhall come from that area, Kyle Robinson, of course. And you're on Twitter, Kyle R. Robinson.
That is correct.
And isn't like Nancy O'Mara and
Nancy O'Mara would come and teach.
Too.
Yeah, she actually, I believe she grew up dancing at the Gold School.
I thought so too.
She actually came in and helped choreograph one of my first trios I ever did. It was called That's My Boy, and it was with 2 other girls, and it was like my second year of dance. And
I love it.
She was showing me how to like flip a girl and everything, and it was a whole new thing for me.
And
I was like, I have to touch girls? Okay.
I can handle it.
Thanks, Nancy. Right?
Yeah.
She's really witty.
Yeah.
You got to be. She's sharp. You got to be ready.
Good.
You got to be ready for her.
She doesn't put up with anything.
She will cut you with her words. With her words. She owes me $100,000 for the reality show.
Tell us about the TV show a little bit. Can we get into that?
Yeah, All the Right Moves. It aired on Oxygen and apparently is currently airing in Canada.
I would imagine all over the world.
Yeah, and so it was an experience.
Sure.
Reality TV is a whole different world. You have they're just always looking for the drama. So it was always about like what the conflict is in between us, and we were just really trying to put together our first stage show.
Right.
And so that was having the cameras there and having them dig for the drama and
you're like, I got enough to worry about. I can't. I can't
do it on the fly right now.
Now, I thought, and I heard mixed feelings in the dance world, but I thought it was shot really well, the dance scenes. Now, I'm interested to know if you guys liked how it was shot on the TV show.
Yeah, we actually, that was one thing that we loved was the dance sequences, because that's what we wanted to show. We wanted to show the rehearsal process. We wanted to show what dancers go through in the studio and how the creative process happens. The dance sequences were quite phenomenal, and I just wish we had more of them, really.
Right. And we're gonna come right back. We want to continue talking about this. Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We'll be right back.
App Gravity is the fastest, most powerful way to search for Android apps. Getting started is easy. Simply enter the name of an app, and in just one tap, you're ready to install. Feeling adventurous? Search for something broad, like productivity or travel, and use our filters to personalize your search, helping you find exactly what you need. App Gravity is the search engine that puts you in control. The Next Web said, App Gravity is like a better Google search for Android apps. App Gravity, delivering the fastest, most relevant app results.
Hey, this is Jenny Robinson. You're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Hey there, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
We're here with Kyle Robinson. Follow him on Twitter at Kyle R. Robinson. He's here promoting his company that he's involved with, ShapingSoundsCo.com. Go check him out. Get your tickets now. They're on tour. It's going to be the hottest dance show touring the nation and in Toronto. Coming up here in the next few months. So make sure you check that out.
Check it out so other people can, go see it when they get worldwide. We got to support.
Exactly. And get on there and buy your tickets quick because they are going fast.
That's
We've already
good.
sold out Boston and
how exciting.
Boston and I think Texas are mostly gone. San Francisco, it's crazy how quickly the tickets have gone.
You know what else? Great. It's really nice, like you and Teddy and Nick and Travis. I'm sure there's going to be some dudes that come to see the show that are like, "Whoa, I want to dance," and that's
that inspiration.
Awesome. Yeah,
kind of what you were talking about in the first segment, which is really cool.
Yeah,
we also have some gorgeous ladies that are working with us and dancing on this tour. So
there's
plenty.
Stage.
Yeah, you're hired.
Yes. Okay, so Kyle, you didn't just wake up and you were a great dancer. You went to Juilliard.
Yeah, talk to us about that.
Well, Juilliard, phenomenal school. I mean, it's kind of like the Hogwarts of dance. I feel like it's kind of what we compare it to in the
That's
school.
That's good.
Because, and before it got its renovation too, it was just like big brick walls on the side, like just concrete all the way up, and the windows were like at the very, very top, so you could like, some daylight would like kind of pour in, but other than that, you were mostly like locked in your art form. But yeah, phenomenal school.
Were you nervous going there?
I was, yeah. It was the first time I had gone into... I mean, because I came from, the competition world, and by the time I was a senior, I felt good about myself. I had it down, I was, like, winning this title, that title, and everything. And then you go into a setting like that, and there's just so many phenomenal dancers, and you're like, wait a minute.
Everyone's good.
I thought I had it unlocked, and now... and everyone's phenomenal. Like, my classmates are blowing my mind.
There's, like, a bunch of big fish in this small pond.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my gosh.
That's pretty awesome. So, and give us a little idea of how many classes you take each day. It's a conservatory, I mean.
Yeah, we usually start with liberal arts class in the morning at 9, and then you take your ballet class, and then a modern class or a partnering class, depending, and then lunch. And those classes are about an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So you really have a lot of time to delve in to the technique, which was great. Then you go to lunch, then you come back, another hour and 45-minute class, and that was anything from like a contemporary ballet to like a modern class to a composition class, dance composition, choreographing.
That's okay. It's my first time too.
I know, right? I've never said that word before.
You're wearing a dance belt for what? Roughly 8 to 10 hours a day?
Yeah.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's real uncomfortable.
Nick, you always got to throw that in.
Dude, I know that's the first thing I think of.
This way I know, because,
Like, dude, because we used to go to Southwest Regional Ballet Festival back in the day, and it was like, by the end of the day, I'm walking funny. It looked like I'm riding a horse for 12 hours.
Exactly.
Can't feel anything from the hips down.
That's really amazing. I think that going to Juilliard would have been just such a great experience.
It was quite phenomenal. And I met a lot of amazing people. I had amazing teachers.
Yeah. Did they help you then get into your career? Do they have good career placement, or did you just then go out? I mean, what was your first job after that?
My first job was actually during my career at Juilliard, and it was actually booked it through Mikhail Baryshnikov. I worked with him on Hell's Kitchen Dance, and which was his summer company, his kind of like pet company that he runs out of the Baryshnikov Arts Center down on 37th between 9th and 10th in Manhattan.
Wow. That must have been incredible.
So I got to work with him with this choreographer, Azure Barton, and she choreographed a piece. It was about 20 minutes, I'd say, with 13 dancers, including him, and so I got to dance on stage with Mikhail Baryshnikov.
How incredible!
Dude, that toured the nation, and then we also went to, I think it was Spain the first year and Brazil the second year, so it was...
How is he to work with? Is he awesome?
He's the coolest. Yeah, he's a dude too, like, about it. Like, he's so cool, but just so professional, and backstage and everything, like, he knew, like, all the stage hands' names of all the theaters that we went to, because he'd been there so many times before. Yeah. He's just the most professional and pointed dancer I think I've ever met. Like, he's very, very pointed with his time.
Now, creatively, when you're in rehearsal, are you afraid to mess up? Are you on the top of your game because that's what he expects, or there's room for error because that's the artistry? What's he like?
Yeah, no, I mean, there was definitely room for error. I mean, I was nervous and I wanted to be on point all the time. I think sometimes that kind of took me out of the process, but like overall, he's kind of been a mentor to me, really. So it was more like if he saw me messing up or not quite getting something, he'd come over and offer a suggestion. Like we worked on pirouettes together, and
oh my god,
and that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And then like he worked on my hands, because I had this wicked ballet hand going on where, like, the index finger is like just completely like stiff and coming off on its own line, and he was like, no, that just won't do. He's like, imagine your hands to just flow as if you were like dragging a piece of paper across the top of water. And I was like, wow, that's such a cool, like, flowy image. And
he's got an accent, so everything he says sounds important.
That Russian
sounds
accent.
better.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds way better.
That is absolutely amazing. So do you guys still talk?
Yeah, we talk every now and again.
Do you text? Does he text?
I've never... Have I texted him? I'd have to go back in my phone and look. But no, I know he does have an iPhone now, so he is current.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, do you have him as Mikhail Baryshnikov, or do you have him as super secret name? Like
no,
White
it's just
Knight?
MB. Yeah, because when I first got his number, he gave me a piece of paper that just said, he literally wrote down his cell phone number and then wrote MB and handed it to me, and I was like, okay, well, that's how I'm gonna put it on my phone.
Because if your phone gets stolen,
I bet he comes.
Yeah,
you think he's going to come see the show? Or are you going to get close to where he's at? He's probably.
I'm gonna
really
twist his
busy.
arm. Yeah. We'll be in New York City, so.
That's
well, if you twist his arm, just make sure it's like you're dragging your fingertips across water.
I know.
Don't give him the ballet finger.
That is awesome. I mean, not many people can say they've danced with Baryshnikov, especially people in your generation.
Yeah.
And that's the Michael Jackson side of the ballet world. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's Michael Jackson, it's Baryshnikov, it's, Annette Funicello.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
My gosh.
So cool. So you ended up coming out to Los Angeles for the show.
Yeah.
And you're out here for good now.
Yeah, I live out here now.
Do you feel like are you becoming a California person? You like it, or
I love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some people hate
not
it.
having to deal with snow, is kind of a huge thing for me. And I also love having my car and being able to go.
A little bit of.
I love hiking too and going to the beach and all that. So I like being outdoors, and you can get all that out here. You can't really do that in Manhattan. So
that's true.
You're also traveling. You're teaching for DMI.
Yes, I'm teaching for Dance Makers Incorporated.
Okay.
I just started teaching with their convention this year, actually.
They have some great fun people. We love Keith Clifton, right?
Oh
and you're on there
I love
with
that guy.
Keith is
Brooke.
hilarious. Brooke Zellis.
Brooke
yeah,
Zellis.
of course.
Oh, we love her. We had her on the show.
We had her on the show. You have a good crew to work with.
Yeah, great family.
It?
Yeah, just the most inspirational faculty I've ever worked with. Really.
Do you know their website that we can go to take a look?
I think it's dancemakersincorporated.com.
If you just search
Dance Makers Inc., I think maybe.com.
Okay.
I'm sure if you Google it, it'll come up.
What are you teaching on that tour?
I teach contemporary modern is what I like to call my class because I do have so much of such a heavy modern background from the Juilliard school that and now everything's contemporary out here in LA, so
But you have
it's my own flavor. It's not like I'm like teaching like straight up Lamone or Graham, so it's a contemporary.
But it's nice that he has that background, and you have a lot of teachers out these days that just call it contemporary, but they don't really know where that comes from. Right. I mean, at least that's what I see. So it's nice to have somebody that actually has studied all of those forms.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, of course, you can't go away from that because Mikhail Baryshnikov would visit you in your dreams. Yeah, right?
And scare you.
Well, that's great. I mean, especially, I'm sure DMI is excited to have you having the resume that you do, because most people out here are so commercial. And I mean, your Mikhail Baryshnikov credit, kicks the crap out of the rest of our credits that are in TV and film as far as I'm concerned. Like, that's all you really need, and boom, you're legit. If you shared the stage with him, that's fantastic.
That is really cool. Let's talk about West Side Story.
Yeah.
So was that fun? And I saw you did it in Paris.
I think you were Diesel, right?
Yes, I played Diesel.
So
who's Jet?
Singing, dancing.
Jet all the way. Yeah.
Jet all the way.
Did you guys talk to the Sharks or no?
Yeah. I mean, we were good friends backstage, but on stage, we try and give each other.
Did you shank anyone?
Really, no, I did get the knife one time when I was doing the production in Paris. The knife went flying and it wound up by me, and so I picked it up and I was pretending to stab Pepe on the side. So yeah, I did shank somebody.
Pepe had it coming.
Pepe had it coming. He was way out of line.
Right.
Did you just sing in English? In Paris, was it in English or did you just sing in another language?
That would be amazing, singing in French.
Well, in Germany and Austria, they do everything in German.
Oh, no way.
It's
I did not
incredible.
know that. No, we did it completely in English. For the Paris tour, it was all English. But the U.S. tour was actually, we did it, I mean, obviously Jets in English, but then they also had the Sharks singing and speaking in Spanish, too, which was kind of cool. Gave them more of an identity as opposed to just being the bad guys.
Right.
Kyle, you're absolutely fantastic.
Well, thank you, Dre.
That's it, man.
All right.
ShadySoundCo.com. Go check them out.
Yeah.
And, have a good time. And we really appreciate you coming by the show. You're the man.
Thank you for having me.
Are you a dance company, teacher, choreographer, producer, or director looking to market yourself for your current projects?
Do you need just a little extra push to get the word out?
The answer is yes, Desiree. They do.
Nick, how do you know what they need?
I know our listeners. They need our help to spread the word about their shows, projects, and whatever else they have going on. And guess what, Desiree?
What, Nick?
It just so happens that we have the airtime just for them.
That's right. We have ad space available for you. We have both 30 and 60-second spots available for you.
Get the word out to the entire United States and countless other countries. Did he just say countless other countries? Yes, he did. Infinite Dancecast has audiences all across the world, including Canada, China, Japan, the United Kingdom, Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Romania, Australia, Denmark, Brazil, the Philippines, Mexico, and more. But I won't say the others, because they're too hard to pronounce.
Email us at info@infinitedancecast.com for more details. Subject line, advertise.
Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast, giving you a voice worldwide.
Hey, this is Becca Schweitzer, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Dancecast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDancecast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
That was pretty awesome, Desiree.
That was, and I'm looking at the website for shapingsoundco.com, and they have a workshop that goes along with it.
Oh, okay. We didn't get a chance to talk about that.
Which is really cool. So whatever city they're in, they basically do a workshop that you can go take class for them, from them.
It's a really clean website. My father would say,
Pretty.
That's a nice logo they got there. It's very clean, easy to read.
It's beautiful. And dancers, you have to be 13 years or older.
Right.
And a lot of them are already sold out, so it's a 2-hour masterclass. So check it out. That's really neat.
I wonder if the good people of Peoria are upset that they're not visiting their city.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Looks like they're only doing the big boys.
New York, Toronto, Miami, Boston, Phoenix, Dallas, Houston, Denver, Atlanta, Chicago, Salt Lake, San Fran, and Los Angeles.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, we should go to see the show. They should get us some comp tickets.
Oh, here we go. No, we probably wanted to ask him while he was here about that, but...
Yeah, well, we'll just not release the show.
No, we're going to tweet it, at Shaping Sound Co.
We'll tweet at Shaping Sound Co. Hey, you remember that one time you gave us free tickets today?
Want some tickets?
Okay, great. Well, I really like Kyle Robinson.
Maybe we should just go take the workshop.
Sure.
Yeah,
11
to 1.
Because you know me,
I'd die.
Yeah,
I would die.
Let's do it. Whatever.
Too funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, I like Kyle Robinson. You know what I like about this man?
Tell me.
He is humble.
He is very humble.
Very grounded, especially for someone. If I didn't dance for Mikhail Birchenkov, I'd be telling everybody I'd probably have it tattooed on my face. You know what I'm saying?
I can imagine. He is. He's really a genuine person, and he's
a nice guy.
Very grounded. Very nice guy.
Yeah.
Acted like, I don't know. Oh yeah, I danced with him.
Yeah. He's like, no.
And we're like, no, that's really cool. Very cool. Very cool.
It's cool.
It's very cool.
If you Googled cool.
We didn't get to talk about his Parks and Rec.
Yeah, apparently, when I searched for it online, it said, dancer Kyle Robinson takes it off tonight on Parks and Rec.
Oh, no, you're kidding.
So we didn't get a chance to ask him about that, so we'll have to talk to him about that next time. But there's too much guys taking it off on this show. We had first DJ Guthrie, and then now this.
This is true.
We need to get some girls on this show.
Oh, no.
Not that you two aren't enough for me, Janae and Desiree.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We try.
I'm a sad individual.
No, not really.
Well, I'm just never happy. And that's what an artist is.
Actually, you seem like you're very happy today.
Do I?
You seem like you're in a very good mood. Don't you agree, Janae?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess. I woke up again, so that's always bad news.
I thought you were going to say good news.
Because it's kind of Tank Top Tuesday on a Monday.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you get Handstand Guy? Did you guys take a picture with Handstand Guy?
No, because DJ moved.
Oh, that's right. What are we going to do? Do you see Handstand Guy anymore?
I don't, because I'm in the gym at like 6 a.m.
And he can't do handstands until like 8?
No. And plus, and I Instagrammed DJ today and said, I have the biggest biceps at LA Fitness from 6 to 6:10 a.m. every morning.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
Is that right when they open or something?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, nobody's there.
Right.
Only old guys and
I'm kind of disappointed that you didn't get Handstand Guy. But maybe when DJ's out doing Dance Magic's Nationals, we can catch up and get that.
I am all about it.
Because you guys did not get that on Instagram for everyone.
It's an interesting life that we live here.
Yes.
And if there's a couple of things that I've learned in this world, Desiree.
They are that,
as artists, we will never be satisfied.
Okay.
Number 2, the Houston Astros may very well never win a World Series. And number 3,
that's a good one.
Every Johnny Cash song applies at some point. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you this too. And I've been doing a lot of thinking lately.
Have you been doing some introspection?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, though I keep searching for an answer, I never seem to find what I'm looking for. And Lord, give me the strength to carry on.
And I think that Bono said that.
Yeah. Because
I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
I know what it means. to walk along the lonely street of dreams.
Be careful. You know what you tell me.
That's all I can sing.
Yeah.
So what else is new?
Today, it's a new day, the dawn of a new day.
We kind of ran out of... Did we actually run out of stuff to talk about?
No, we haven't, because we're going to go back to... the Elvis thing.
Oh, Elvis, yeah. White
I want to know how did you audition for this?
No, well, I heard through the grapevine Fred Talkson was looking for dancers.
You are using every song. I heard it through the grapevine, huh?
I heard, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And Fred said, I'm sorry, we're just using local dancers, but I love you, you're great, blah, 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 blah. So me and Corey and Chris were like, well, work as locals. So we called Katie Norman. We're like, hey, you got a house in Vegas. Can we stay there? And she said yes. So we drove down to Vegas.
Yeah.
And we're like, hey, we're locals, Fred. And so we got on. And guess who did the show with me?
Who?
Chris Dupre.
Oh my gosh, that's great. How funny is that? Did you all hang out?
Yeah, we hung out. I mean, nobody can really hang with us.
He's not a local.
He's not, but he drove down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was funny because they said, guys, can you shave, please, so you look more like Elvis? And then I looked over at Chris Dupre and I said, how is me shaving going to help us all look more like...
That's funny.
I mean, Chris was hilarious. You know how Chris is.
Yes.
He got the $1 million smile.
Right.
You know, he's so much fun.
So what happened at the pool?
Well...
Because you were working. I see. Nick was being a good gentleman, and he was in the room working, and we were having a meeting on the phone, and then this is when I heard the scuttlebug.
Yeah. Well, I went back, and Chris and Corey were in the room.
Uh-huh.
And
it was only like 11 a.m.
Yeah, because we were...
FYI.
Yeah.
Because you were done with rehearsal at 9:30.
Yes. And Chris Moss and Corey Anderson are doing push-ups.
Yeah.
In between drinking beer.
Oh my!
Call it Beer 90X.
Now let me ask. This was at the pool.
Well, no, back in the room.
In the room.
And that's when I asked what happened, and they said, I can't really repeat what happened. But what I will tell you is that we made it back down there by changing our shirts.
Okay.
Vegas is a very interesting place.
And now tell me the hotel you were at again.
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island. So is that pool? How is that pool? Is it like a party?
I mean, they brought out a beer pong table for us.
Oh,
if you can only imagine how classy that is.
Yeah.
But I did go see Albert Cattafe's show
How was
it?
Yeah, I hear it's great.
I'm so proud of my brother. He is the walrus. And so he had a solo.
I am the walrus.
I'm sitting up in like the top nosebleed section, and Cattafe texts me and says, Katie Tate's coming to get you. You know Katie Tate?
Absolutely.
Love her to death. She came and got me, sat me down in like the physio seats where like injured performers sit.
Yeah.
And so I got to sit like pretty much the front row, and it was phenomenal.
Oh, I want to see that so bad.
And he took us on like a tour of the backstage.
Yeah.
And showed us all like the secrets and stuff like that. Nothing like that would get him in trouble, but
right, absolutely.
Pretty phenomenal stuff, man. I mean, you know, and especially as a dancer in Vegas, you have to. There's a lot of vices out there, so you got to stay on your game, stay in shape.
Yeah, because it's a party town.
Yeah.
But I do hear Love is quite the show to work on. I mean, we've wanted to see it a few times and trying to hook up with Katie Tate, who's she's dance captain, or she
is.
So, but like the couple times we could go, it was dark that night or something like that. So I want to get in and see that show. I hear it's just really phenomenal.
It's awesome. But you know what's cool about the Vegas dancers is that they all do shows at night, so they can do industrials during the day.
Right.
There's an opportunity to work.
There's a lot of work in Vegas. It's surprising because everybody, used to diss Vegas, but really you can make a great career and you can afford homes out there.
Absolutely. And I said to Moss, I go, hey, Moss, Corey, whenever we walk into rehearsal, to establish Los Angeles dominance, punch the first Vegas dancer in the face that you see. Just punch him in the face, so they know who's up.
So you were being really nice to them.
Yeah, but I was just joking. But then I showed up and I realized everybody's happy. Why? Because everyone's working. And there's no shame in whatever show you're doing because everyone has work, so everyone's happy, everyone's making money.
Right.
And that is not like LA.
And you can move from show to show.
Move from show to show. And it's not like LA where like, oh, I'm doing this TV show, it's crappy pay, and like, oh, I'm doing movies, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
There's no like puffing out your chest out
Probably
there.
Because the people that do end up moving to Vegas, they're different. They're more humble. They're just, they're not worried. So they're not so narcissistic.
There's a bunch of jerks out here. Let's call it what it is.
Well,
So give Vegas a shot. I mean, go check it out. And, some people believe it's kind of settling to your career to move to Vegas, but some people take that as an opportunity to have a steady income.
I say instead of looking at things like roadblocks, look at different things as opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know a lot of people very successful in Vegas.
When life hands you lemons,
you make lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink.
Ooh, Desiree, that was good.
And you know who sang that?
Nope.
Elvis.
Oh, hey, baby.
No.
Oh, thank you. We want to send a special thank you to our producers. Michael, been there, done that, Benecos.
That's a good one.
And Janae, maybe not Mercedes. For producing our show.
We're Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. Remember, each and every episode is available free for you to download on iTunes or straight to your smartphone device.
But most of all, we want to thank you, the listener, because remember, without you, only our mothers would be listening.
And Bella. You forgot about Bella. We're Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We can't wait to see you
next week. Yeah, do a little snapping. Oh, Mr. Monotony over there. Maybe they'll stick around and listen in case there's bonus material.
You never know.
Maybe we're giving out free t-shirts in the next 5 seconds to the first person who tweets.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Just kidding, we're not giving out free t-shirts. See you next time.